Grand Rising, it's 6 a.m. and we're about to head out to get coffee. It's a dope little coffee joint where we are, so let's go. Didn't get to show you the coffee joint, but we got our coffee. Look how rugged up we are. Actually, look how fucking foggy it is. Freezing last night. No power in the house, no services. So it's still cold. So I walked outside this morning to warm up the ute so we could go get our coffee, and as I stepped outside, the outside was just as cold as the inside, but the inside probably felt warmer. No, sorry, the outside felt warmer. It was like stepping into another room. And I was like, fuck, we basically just slept outside. And we were looking at these homeless last night, and I was like, what do you think it's like sleeping outside? So I think I just experienced it. How was your experience?
As you can hear his little giggle and his laugh, because he knows, bucket freezing.
A lot of whinging this morning. I haven't whinged, so I was reminded of one of the first things Dad said this morning. I miss my bed, and I like to. It's all about contrast. See, you do not know it's day without there being night. You do not know it's cold without there being warmth. So you do not know you miss your bed without sleeping on an air mattress. Anyway, I've given Dad the polar opposite experience or routine that he would normally have at home, because he told me this morning that he wakes up to his wife making him coffee in bed, luxury, and then instead I've woken him up in a serviceless house to getting in a ute to go get coffee. So it's contrast, it's appreciation. So when he goes back home and he sleeps in his bed and cuddles his wife, he's going to really appreciate that moment. So I think you should thank me.
Well, I am. What I'm actually learning, you know the real meaning now of rolling out of bed. Because, as you can imagine, the air mattress is on the bottom, right? And my knees aren't that great. Fucking roll out of bed. Freezing cold, onto the freezing cold timber floor. All I hear is, hurry up, Dad. Come on, get up.
There's work to be done. Day two, we're getting into the building work today. So we're going to start demolition. Hit the ground running and start ripping out these walls. Stay tuned. Alright, so we're about to start to rip off all the walls and get it back to framing so we can have a clean canvas. We weren't going to do this. We were going to actually, this house was beautiful condition until it got moved, but when it got moved on the trucks, they collapsed the roof. Water, we had a lot of rain that weekend, water just flooded in, and that's why this house looks a little bit like something out of a horror film. We've just decided we're just going to strip it and reline it and start fresh. So we're going to be doing room by room and going from there. Keen for my hands to warm up because it's gonna fucking hurt.
What?
If we whack our hands.
I know.
I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's not gonna be good.
Nothing worse than whacking your hands when they're fucking freezing. Like, it was cold in here last night. I got up maybe 5 times because it was so cold. I had to wrap myself in a towel under my blanket with my socks on. Hence why I'm still wearing trackies. I never build in trackies, but it's fucking cold. Cold is all relative. You know, just had a big discussion with my partner Yazzie. She's like, we're flying her down to Tassie, stay with her mum. And she's like, it's going to be so much colder down there. I'm like, well, you get to sleep in a heated house. We're sleeping in a construction zone with no services. But it's all part of it. So, Dad, what am I doing wrong? You're saying to take the trim off?
Underneath.
Yeah.
Underneath the jam. Yeah, underneath the silk.
Fucking control freak, I tell you.
You try and pull all this off and you've got the trim on. Fuck me.
Tony, why not? How do you spell your name backwards?
Pardon?
What's your name spelt backwards?
Why not?
Wine a lot.
What's spelled Tony, T-O-N-Y.
Tony wine a lot.
Y-N-O-T.
Yeah.
Why not?
Wine a lot. Tony
What'd you
wine
say?
a lot.
What did you say?
I say what I tell everyone. Tony wine a lot. Tony wine a lot. Must be something in our lineage. As you get older, you start fucking whinging more.
That's kids fucking not knowing the old school way to do things.
This is the problem. This is the problem with the older generation. The older generation, they don't stay with the times. They think that the only way to do something is the old way, and that's why they are called the older generation. I literally just said that I'm going to do a video edit throughout this whole process. Just a whole video dedicated to his whinging, because there's going to be a lot. We'll have to have its own channel for that. Let's take down this last sheet. Had the other videos on time lapse, but now I thought let's capture this one and watch it fall. This one's actually come off alright, the other one's just like a domino effect, just fell. Anyway, safety first, out of the way. Whew. Just like that. Guys, so this is the first room stripped. So as I was mentioning, we are going to strip the whole house back to frame, which means we're going to be ripping out all the door jambs. We'll leave the doors and the door jambs in until we're ready to line. Won't be lining until we put on the new roof. So this is going to have a full new re-roof. This, basically, the advantages to this is that our Sparky can come through and he can do his roughing. He doesn't have to be drilling in behind wall sheets. So he can just, the roughing's going to be really easy. Run all their new wires through the ceilings for all the lights. It also makes all the inspection for all the tie-down upgrades. I don't know if you can see, you can sort of see that strap there, and you can see some new timber for all our collar ties. There's all sorts of other things that went on inside of the ceiling. So the advantage to it is that the engineer can just come up and have a look at the work that's been done to sign off that tie-down upgrades. So yeah, we're going to continue stripping it room by room. We are going to leave possibly the ceilings in the rooms we're sleeping in. The reason for that is that there are a few leaks in this old roof. That's because it got damaged during the move. That does happen. Something to definitely expect. Ideally, it'd be good just to keep these ceilings there. They do sort of catch the water, and the water pools to a low point. And we just stab a hole in it, put a bucket underneath, and it means that if we do have any wet nights, we're not going to have rain dripping all over us. So we'll just keep on moving room to room. And then at some point we're going to demo this bathroom, do a full new bathroom. We'll keep the kitchen probably till last, because it is the space that we are using for just our cooking and washing and other things. So this will be probably one of the last rooms that gets completed. And yeah, we just carry on. So we're just going to go through and keep banging all these nails in. Heaps of nails. So we've completed room number 1, and now we are going to So, just the way I'm doing this, it's so much easier when the sheets can come off as a whole. So, I don't know if you saw in the beginning, but I kind of like get the nail, other hammer or chisel in there and prise it away, and then try not to split the sheet. And you just come along and just trying to pop the nails. That way it goes in the bin. There's one big piece, sometimes doesn't, and you just break them in two, and then that should just pop off now. Oh, sheets, oh, whoa! And just like that, wave it off in one sheet. So, started this room about 45 minutes ago, and I know that because I got the other camera on time lapse, and we are nearly to the ceiling, so averaging about an hour per room, which is not a bad gig. I'll do this one. So let's start that again. Tony pro tips, Curtis pro tips. Tony's tip of the day sounds better. Anyway, I want to just get a screwdriver under like that. That's it. And then when it starts to pull away, you can hear like a pop sound. Don't fall off the ladder. Prizing it out, and then the further along you get, once it starts popping, pop, pop, ba, ba, ba. And then you want to work your way along without splitting it. But to be honest, these are long sheets, so I might split this one. And this is a product called Masonite. So it's actually, see, I'm about to just break it. Hey! Like that. It's probably easier than a full sheet, to be honest. Easier to carry. And then you can just carry on. Pop, 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 ah. And we are off. Let's go. So you can't see it, but I've just got one more little part behind here. And that's the walls done, and then we'll pop off the ceilings. But we'll lay something on the ground, protect the floor. But this whole house, you can probably see it, is just all hardwood. This is actually one of the things we love about these post-war homes or a Queenslander, is every component of these houses in the framing is hardwood. You've got hardwood studs, framing hardwood weatherboards. So, and even the flooring, it's all hardwood. All the floor structure, it's all the roof structure. So these things are so fucking strong. They hold up so well. And like, I mean, this whole thing was on a truck, and it's all the windows still shut as soon as it was stumped. I mean, there's a couple of broken windows, you know, a little bit of damage. There was heaps of water damage because the ceiling was dropped, but man, these places are like, they're built to last, not like, and that is particularly why I decided I'm going to do a removable home, because the cost to rebuild this particular home, if you were to build a home in hardwood, which you wouldn't in today's day, what even is the word in today's society, I don't know, but yeah, it would just cost you thousands and thousands of dollars, which is why everything's just built cheap pine. It's not built to last, so.
See? Ceiling's down. Yep. Walls. It's a very messy area. All that area there, we've got different heights. Different height, because that's an extension. That was the original house. As you can see, that would have been the back door, stairs going down that way. Would have been a window or something in there. Now the toilet's in there behind there. Different heights on the floor. That's the fun stuff, working all that out and making it all look like it's one.